from the break at the PeoriaCon 2025 Mario Kart tournament at the PlayEX Arena. My name is Bowsy, once again joined by Danny Fathom on the cast.
Again.
It's time now. We're done with the qualifiers. We're done with the last chance.
Oh, yeah.
It's semifinal time.
This is, like I said, this is where the hands are being thrown, dude. Like, there's everybody who, like, is pretty good is in this room right now. And it's honestly, at this point, it's going to be anybody's game. Like, we actually have no idea who's going to be moving on.
Anything can happen.
Yep.
We've already seen so many upsets in this tournament thus far.
Yeah.
Linguinebra going over to a last chance qualifier. Shadow barely making, like, barely. One, like, only a couple of points. There's so many massive upsets over the course of this tournament.
Yep.
Anything can happen. As we take a look at our first semifinal of two, because it's called semis. Ants, Pepperjack, Accident, Vertex, EBM, Eclipse, King of Lies, Ian, Linguinebra, Firestone, and Labob will be your first contenders. The top 6 from each semifinal will move on to the finals.
And there's 6 races.
And 6 races.
6 races.
We're going up from 4 to 6, which means you have a little bit more room for error.
Just a little bit, yeah. Not
Only
too
a
much,
little
but
bit.
a little bit. It's
Only a little bit.
There's going to be a lot of volatile races from here on out.
Yeah, it is going to get hectic.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to get rough.
Yep. You're probably going to have, like, your clear-cut top 3 or top 2 even, but, like, 4, 5, and 6 could literally be anybody. So as a caster, like when I cast a semifinals, like semifinals to me, it's like wondering who's moving on is always like the most hype thing ever. So we'll see how this pans out as we're going to Water Park race number 1. We're on it. Guys, are you excited for the semifinals? Oh, come on, louder than that. Are you guys excited for the semifinals? There we go.
Better.
There we go.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. So we got Ant as the host starting in 1. See if he'll be able to hold it.
Yeah, we'll see. Ant starting off on a good foot. He wants to stop the count right now, probably.
Yep, absolutely. So Water Park, a very strong runner. There's one quote-unquote shortcut. It's not really a shortcut, but in time trials, I'm pretty sure you use your shroom there, or at least some people like online do as well, but not really a shortcut. So
Definitely
strong runner here.
Definitely one thing you'll start to notice as we get into these higher ranks is that when it comes to these sort of water tracks, you'll notice that the drivers are not typically tricking on ramps that lead into water.
No.
It's actually slower.
It is slower. So your trick boost comes out while you're in the air, which literally gains you 0 speed whatsoever. So it's like, maybe it's like a small little boost in the air, like it does not do anything. So it's always better to hold your drift all the way up until the landing, and then when you land, obviously you release your mini turbo, whatever you get, as shown here by King of Lies.
As King of Lies demonstrates.
That is faster.
Yes, because then you have the mini turbo speed that you can use there.
Very good read by Labob there, taking advantage of the player in front of him holding a boomerang. He was not. Oh, he gets trailed there. He was not able to block the red with that boomerang, as I was saying earlier.
Pepperjack currently.
Pepperjack getting redded for the red.
No,
Oh, Pepperjack getting punished a little bit for his aggression.
Yeah, wanted the protection item. Unfortunately, couldn't get it. But Ant has been leading this race since the very beginning, Danny.
Yep, he has held 1.
Accident, meanwhile, behind them. We saw Accident be a pretty surprising driver. We did not expect a lot from Accident in their qualifier. They came in and just completely surprised us all.
Blue
but now they're
shells
going progression.
Blue shells might shake things up.
Here comes
I don't
the blue.
think Ant has a horn.
I don't think Ant does. No, he doesn't.
Double
get
defense
one.
isn't going to get
Gonna
him.
have to rely on the green shell snipe, but the
shot on the
glider.
Shot on the glider's not going to do anything.
Oh,
Ant's redded on the glider.
Ant's redded, falling back. Accident will win the race, and Ant goes all the way back to 5th, I believe.
Vertex, I believe, dodged, which explains his 2nd place all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. Wow, what a race that was.
Yeah,
Ant falling down to 4th, man.
4th's not bad, though.
It's not bad, but, man, what could have been if he didn't get redded?
Yeah, if he didn't get hit by the blue shell and then redded, he probably could have mustered a 2nd place.
Yeah.
Or a 3rd, probably.
That is tough luck if you're Ant. But I mean, that's just
Mario Kart.
It is what it is.
That's just
Simply.
Mario Kart.
Gotta
and the
shake
good
it off.
news is, happens early, not late.
Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, I really liked. I mean, the blue shell obviously came into play. I don't really have anything much else to say about that race. I mean, I was pretty standard. There was a blue, there was a shock. I mean, it was at the end, but like, It's pretty standard to me.
Well,
Nobody really misplayed.
We're heading over to Berlin Byways
Oh, I
for
love this
race
track.
number 2.
Also, top 3 soundtrack in the game.
Fun
for
fact,
me.
my ringtone currently.
Is it really? Nice.
Yes, Berlin Byways is my ringtone.
Cool. That's a good ringtone because it's a good song. I love it.
It used to be Shroom Ridge, and then I made it Berlin Byways.
Shroom Ridge is a really good one too.
I like to call this track.
I like your taste in music.
I like to call the track Berlin Banger. So
Berlin Banger. Wait, why have I never said that before? That's crazy. That's a good one. All right, now we see EBM in the back. So Berlin is one of those tracks where like it's front runnable, but like shock is so crazy on this track.
Yeah.
Especially with all the shortcuts. So like people do tend to bag this if they are given if the opportunity presents itself.
Yes,
right now King of
definitely.
Lies has no reason to bag. He's got 8 coins, he's in the front, he's got defense. He's
Yeah.
chilling right now.
yeah, he's chilling out
Little
there
aggro,
in Germany as he makes his way back down toward the Schlossbrücke. That's Castle Bridge to start the second lap here, and now down the Strasse des 17 Juni. So
Okay.
it's going to be interesting to see how these players adapt to this. You're also going to notice, because of how wide this track is, everybody is pretty much going to be snaking down the entirety of this track.
Yeah, that's pretty much every tour track in this game. It's knowing, not just snaking though, it's like you gotta also know when to snake and where to snake. It's like, it's very, specific. Pepperjack's slowing down enough to not lose 3 coins there. Blue Shell's out.
Blue Shell, I think it's going to be Accident who's getting, no,
And he's got
the
a horn.
super
Yep.
horn.
Yeah, he had that horn when he was in second earlier.
Nice.
So very good job for him holding it the whole time. And I'm wondering if first place either died or like slowed down to let him take
King
it.
of Lies might have gotten hit.
Probably. But anyways, he probably did because yeah, Vertex is in second.
Yeah.
I know, knowing Vertex, he's probably gonna play aggro. Triple reds out from
EBM with
EBM.
triple reds.
Thought he's getting redded, and he does
He's
get
going
that
to be
red
hitting
off.
the...
That
almost
was
gets hit by the
that was
boomerang
scary.
back spam.
Yep.
Final
Ninja
lap
Bananas.
on
Linguine is
Berlin.
gone. Wow. Yeah. Linguine, you gotta look behind you and not take very obvious lines. I mean, I guess he was gonna shroom up there anyway, but that was just a really good. You gotta give credit when it's due. So and there's another blue shell.
Yep, Accident is probably gonna get hit by this one. Has a bomb though to protect.
Oh, he got ghosted. That sucks.
that's what you call a caster curse.
Yeah,
as
Vertex.
As they go through the Tiergarten, Vertex heading down Strasse des 17 Juni with triple green shells, double in a single. You count it as triple.
Yep. And Vertex takes the win there.
Good win from Vertex. Linguini at the back trying to catch back up. Makes
gonna
the
get
way with the bullet bill with a fourth.
Wow, yeah, that was a
Clutch
blessed
bill.
bullet bill by him. There was
Clutch bullet bill to make their way back up to the top 5.
Yep, absolutely. King of Lies holding on a second there after getting 8th last, it was 8th last race. So
Yeah. Accident,
Good
meanwhile,
comeback there.
second overall so far in this qualifier for Accident. So he's doing pretty good.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of these players they're all pretty locked in. I mean, they're all playing pretty safe. You know, they're not making decisions that you shouldn't. They're not making plays that they shouldn't be making, or there's no point in.
Oh, my laptop died. Cool. I might have fell asleep.
Oh,
There
no,
we
I
go.
fell
We're
asleep.
good.
Okay,
We're
okay.
good. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw my laptop go black. I'm like, it's plugged in. Why is it dying?
Pretty much. Alrighty, so now we got more tracks on the board, and I don't see a single one that I'm complaining about.
I mean, I see one that I complain about. At least I know a
dude.
producer would complain about it. Thanks for going to Waluigi Pinball
Oh,
instead.
dude, this is such a good one. Yes, I love it. Waluigi Pinball is such a good track.
Waluigi Pinball.
All right, here we go. Let's see if who got first last race.
Well, this
It
is
was Vertex. Let's see if Vertex can hold one here.
Is this the first track we've seen with a cannon glider?
Maybe. Wait,
Well-
no, because we had 8-bow earlier.
Yeah, we had 8-bow.
Yeah.
Well, good strat to know. You'll start noticing that people are not tricking on the gliders. They're instead
Yes.
hopping before. No, they're not very badly mistiming their hops. That's actually a faster
it's
strat.
faster, yeah. It took me so long to cope with that fact, but yeah, it is faster.
King of Lies taking advantage of the inside drifter, but hits the wall.
Yeah.
Wall into
stinks.
pinball. You hate to see it.
Now, in Linguine, I know for a fact that he is very, very fast. So now that he's in 1, it's just a matter of when he gets blued and when he gets shocked, and will that affect his race? Because he will. I will not be surprised if he breaks away.
Accident, meanwhile, trying to make their way back up in 5th right now. Gets the double box with the chain. He's going to be getting a...
Oh, gosh.
This could be a
That
better
was
item
scary.
selection, but at least he dodges the pinballs.
Yeah, so Waluigi. So the pinballs are not RNG. They are on a pattern, and they're knowing where they're gonna go after bouncing. It's pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable. So it's like they are on a cycle too. So like if you're like for example, if you're on Linguine Bros pace, you're basically on Time Trials pace. So
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
it's like you're gonna easily play around the pinballs right there.
And meanwhile, going for the aggressive play to stay in second right now. They're not really wanting to go for Linguine.
Oh God!
Except they might start going for them now.
Oh,
Never
not
mind.
anymore. Yep. So that for Linguine was a very good shot considering he had 4 reds.
Yep, that was a blessing in disguise for Linguine.
Yeah.
Oh, but someone
he did get
dodged.
the set. Okay, yeah, somebody did dodge,
Oh,
and
and
Linguine
Linguine
is into the pinball.
We got pod 1. That's Ants coming up here
Double
as
red.
well. Double reds in hand. Linguine only has a green. The gap, however, has closed. The final lap begins on Waluigi Pinball. Let's see who's going to be striking gold.
Yeah, it doesn't look. Oh, Ant is going to play aggressive. I was going to say there has not been a blue shell yet. So
No blue shell
be
yet.
into
Anything
play.
could happen. And now, once again, with another double red shell.
Yeah, I mean, Ant is basically like it's just a matter of when, you know. He's
I
gonna,
know.
he's gonna
I
do
can
it.
see. I can see a coin in Linguine's
He
hand.
didn't even have defense. He could have just straight up double redded.
He
him
could have.
too.
He could have. He could have single roaded him.
But if you saw Linguine in the aura, he's taking note of what I said earlier because maybe he's gonna wait until he can't dodge the reds.
maybe. I mean, this
Because
is
he has been dodging him.
This is probably the hardest place to dodge those reds. Is this pinball table? Doesn't opt to
Yeah.
throw them. Probably just going for the defensive play. You might just want to hold on to points.
You know what?
Go for the aggressive play when you're fighting for the trophy, not when you're fighting for a spot to get the trophy.
Well,
Ant's
and
gonna be claiming
Linguine,
second place.
dude. Okay, yeah, okay. Nice second for
Oh,
Ant.
Eclipse!
Bruh.
Come on, man.
Oh my gosh, bruh. Linguine could have gotten double redded, and Ant was a homie, and he had the nerve to back on the line. The absolute audacity. For those unaware, backing items on the line is probably one of the most disrespectful things you can do in Mario Kart.
It is probably the most disrespectful.
It's probably
thing you
the
can do.
most disrespectful. Like it's like
The worst. Oh, actually, no. The most disrespectful thing is dropping out of first with a super horn in the mushroom.
that. Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful. Also, slow trailing people or like slow redding them when it's not like a team format. That's also pretty disrespectful.
Yeah. So, I mean, that shows what can happen in these tournaments.
Linguine's across the stage too. Like Ant can't even be like, dude, what the heck?
Also, I'm getting new information about Accident. Apparently, a player at the University of University of Northern Iowa. So
Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't know CKL. I didn't know Northern Iowa had a CKL team.
I guess they do now. Or
Well, I
Accident's
mean,
trying
I
to
usually, because like I'm friends with people that like are on the D1 teams, so like anything D2 below, except for like New University, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, those are like the only ones I know that have teams. Well, Bowser's Castle 3.
I like how Starkozy replies to my most like disrespectful form of BM. He says he's done that once or twice.
I mean, I do it too, but it's fine.
I'm so glad Starkozy is not here this weekend. Anyway,
All right, we got LeBob point of view.
LeBob point of view on
the
SNES BC3.
Yep. All right, and well, he's taking it easy.
Might as well. You only have a single green shell to your name and no
Yeah.
other item. Going for the aggressive play.
Oh yeah. He's
Not
just
good.
throwing
Not
it for fun.
Yeah. Now he's just throwing it out. Now he's gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
dragged out by
trailed, yeah.
Ant. Unfortunately.
Oh, we got. Oh no, Ant is back there, and we also have audio cut out. You know what I wonder?
Yeah, I see why. It's because he plugged the headphone set into the Switch itself.
Yeah. That.
Note to competitors, please don't do that.
That cuts off the audio.
If you need the volume adjusted, I can try to. A tournament operator can try to help you out.
That setup has full volume. Anyways, because I was just there. But we've got EBM in 7th now. Accident maybe. Oh no, he's got a string. Never mind. He's not doing anything.
Accident
Surely
currently
not.
second. Surely not doing anything suspicious. Linguine
Yet.
Linguine lost the banana. Linguine's gonna get redded out. Accident back in the lead. Accident
But
gets
Accident gets
trailed.
trailed.
Back
and
and
now,
forth for fair. Pepperjack
man.
is now in the lead. We've not been talking a lot about Pepperjack. They've been kind of quiet this
Oh
series.
yeah, he has been. But I tell you what, he's definitely been obviously one of the more improved players in the tournament ever since his first tournament at last year's PeoriaCon. It's clearly showing right here. As I mean, you see his lines are just crisp. Oh, the coin, that kind of stuff. Oh, he's got a boomerang.
Yeah,
so
he's
it's
got a
close.
boom. Well, I mean, his boomerang was on his final throw. So.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He got it back. I was wrong. I guess he had one more throw in there.
Yeah,
Just
it takes a little bit if you back a rank to get it back.
I mean, that makes sense. Pepperjack over leading, but that could change things. Going
Is this
for the
too late? This
backup.
is too late. This is too late.
It is too late.
Oh, wow. Pepperjack
Too
very,
late. Sacrifices
greedy.
it for themselves. Going to be falling all the way
Yeah.
back. Ant in the lead. Mushroom in hand. The dropout wasn't even a problem for Ant. Taking the shortcut. Has the banana to protect themselves. Ant will take the victory. Eclipse takes third.
And I believe
King of Lies in fourth as well.
Yeah, King of Lies in fourth. I'm not sure who the
Like
white
we back
Yoshi
in
was.
ninth.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's tough. Pod 10.
That's
that
Ariel. That's
is
Ariel.
Ariel. No, it's not
No,
Ariel.
it's not Ariel.
Plays on. Oh, it's Firestone.
That's Firestone.
Yeah, it's Firestone.
Firestone.
Nice. Good stuff,
Not
Firestone.
Yeah, not bad. But I mean, we're seeing the level of intensity ramp up. We're seeing the competition get even more difficult as we go deeper and deeper into this field.
Don't worry, I'm on the next. I think I'm on pod 1 in the next round. I'll just move it.
Yeah, make sure that headset is. Make sure that headset's
I will.
plugged into the right space.
But now we're going into what? Race number
5. That was race number 4.
That was already 4. That's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, and everyone's dropping like flies around you.
Looks like we got Waluigi
Stadium.
Okay.
The track that you fittingly named B-Dubs.
Yes, I named it B-Dubs as a joke because Buffalo Wild Wings exists, but like everybody kind of just picked it up, or at least or called it B-Dubs in their own right, because obviously R-Dubs is R-Dubs.
Exactly. So.
And R-Dubs, of course, if you don't know, is Wario Stadium.
There you go.
From the Leaf Cup.
All right, Waluigi Stadium, the 5th and second to last race of this GP. 1 to go remains after this.
Absolutely. We got somebody burning out in the pack. That's a little unfortunate.
I believe
We're going to get a guaranteed shroom here.
I think that might be Accident who burned out in the back.
I guess you could say it was an accident. That's an E-slapper.
So funny, I forgot to laugh. Anyway.
All right, Eclipse. Changing Yoshi color. I wonder if this is like a vibe check.
It could be. I mean, I've tried to change the Yoshi colors because I always think I have a lucky color. So.
Yeah. I just like my favorite one. I mean, my favorite Yoshi color is red. I wish purple was in the game.
I do wish purple. I typically use orange because orange got me my first championship. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'll do it.
Orange got me the title at PAX, so
yeah.
I keep that forever.
Yep.
Pepperjack currently leading with, coincidentally, Orange Yoshi.
Yep. Well, let's see. I mean, you got to be prepared to take the blue, or at least be prepared to drop. But if he's going to be prepared to drop, speaking of.
Well, you can't really drop when you're getting dropped by lightning.
Yeah.
Pepperjack going to be taking this shortcut. The Birdo right behind them. Yep. That is LeBob.
Oh, LeBob. Wow. Dusted him on the NISC. Wow. I said NISC, so if you don't know, NISC stands for no item shortcut. Oh, but King of what? Where did he come from?
Out of nowhere. King of Lies is in the picture with the inside drifter. Though he has to deal with LeBob's red shell if he's going to want to take advantage.
And this is also another one of those tracks where inside drifter has a disadvantage.
Yeah, because it's so slippery here. You also have a lot of wide turns.
Yep, hairpins. It's pretty bad. But
final lap on Waluigi Stadium. King of Lies currently in second. Going to be using that dropped mushroom to get a little bit of a speed boost catching up to LeBob.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he decides to shroom up here. I mean, if he does, he's got to be careful not to get trailed.
Yeah, LeBob's just going to take the shortcut.
He's not. Oh, the blue shell.
Oh, blue shell in play.
Nothing.
LeBob currently in the fourth.
Oh! Shock blue. That is no bueno.
The only thing I could think of is LeBob had a horn in pocket, but I can't
possible,
verify.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
But King of Lies is going to take the lead
I
back.
think he's losing too much time going wide here. We'll see after this turn. Yeah, triple green behind him.
The pack is right behind him.
Oh,
the fire hits him instead. Now it's Pepperjack up there. LeBob got to the lead, trying to take the win.
Defense.
LeBob looking for their first win of the night here in the semifinals when it matters the most.
He's
LeBob
got it.
Clean it up.
Nice, and he's popping off on stage. Heck yeah, King of Lies does manage to hold on to second place despite all that.
Yeah, very good performance from LeBob.
Huge LeBob dub. Got even some LeBob dubs in the chat.
Yeah, we got a lot of LeBob. We got a lot of LeBob love in the USMK chat.
Heck yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yes, bro. All right. Yeah, that was an insane finish. Yeah, so I'm wondering if he did have horn, which is why he didn't drop. Because obviously, like, if he looked back for like even a second, he would have saw that King of Lies had a shroom, and he could have just been like, okay, you take the blue.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
or he could have just been, playing the master card game.
Yeah.
Go for the long game. Get hit with a blue shell, smuggle back to the front.
Neo Bowser City. So, like I said earlier, if you're on an inward drift, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, unfortunately for Accident, this is not going to be the best outcome for them, but people have survived. I mean, listen, you know what? We say that, Remember what King Elias did on this very same track?
He did.
He won the race, and
Yes, he did.
he won the race on an inside drifter.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie,
anything could happen.
I forgot to look at what currently the top 6 is, but I'm very.
I know
curious.
at least, I know Labob might be the 6th place contender right now. So everyone pretty much is chasing Labob.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's already knocked.
Oh, he's not gonna Oh God, it's gonna be left up to suspense at the end.
Oh
Excellent.
boy.
Only the players are gonna know.
We'll find out by who pops off and who doesn't.
There's gonna be a lot of emotions on the stage within 2 minutes.
Try to remember how many colored Yoshis you can. Is Accident currently in 3rd place?
Yeah, Accident in 3rd place, and you're seeing right here why.
Yeah,
like,
these
it's
hairpins
so bad.
are so
Yeah,
difficult for
he's
inside
literally
drifters.
brake drifting around these turns to not like fall off the track.
It is so
pretty
difficult.
bad.
It's like you're playing 200cc with this inside drifter on this track.
Let's have a
Don't play
horn.
200cc on New York Bowser City with an inside drifter. Worst mistake of my life.
Don't play 200cc, period.
It's not terrible, but it,
Oh!
doesn't hit the torn in time. It gets hit by the banana.
And the plant is coming up. Oh,
No,
wow.
it doesn't
How do you
look
not get hit by that?
I think
That's insane.
iframes. They probably had iframes, and
No
the plant just missed
way.
them. Ian currently in the back. Another driver we've
Oh,
been talking silent about.
oh, wait, huh? Okay.
Pepperjack's head drags.
Oh, Vertex! Getting a
Everyone-
little too comfortable in the front.
Everyone's getting their potassium medication here on this final race.
For real.
Pepperjack currently in 2nd, has the opportunity to try and take this lead away. He's gonna go for the vector glide, which is a special move that we'll talk about probably later. So Pepperjack has
Blue
an opportunity, and the
shell,
blue shell is in
Vertex.
play for Vertex.
I think, yeah, Vertex is
Yeah,
just
go
going
for
to
the
take
backs,
it,
man.
trying to go for the backs. He's going to go for
He's
it
gonna
again
try to
here,
go for here on this
probably.
corner.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he
goes
did.
for it. But
I think-
Pepperjack missed.
Oh,
Pepperjack
no!
got hit. Pepperjack gets hit by something. Now it's it's Ants up in the lead. Vertex falling back. Pepperjack, King Elias.
Oh, my gosh.
Do we see King Elias steal another win away on Neo Bowser City?
No
It's
way.
all up to the final corner. King Elias is
Don't-
there. 2nd place. Not enough.
No,
It's
no
not going to be enough
shrooms.
unless the red shell happens to connect.
Oh, no,
Ant
not
has
bomb on the
bomb
cut.
corner.
No!
And there goes King Elias. Down, down, down they go. Back down to 5th.
Oh, my goodness. Who is moving on?
That's the question. We know for a certain that we know for a certain. Well, there it is.
Oh, wow.
LeBron makes it in, and whoever that blue Yoshi is the cutoff point.
I guess we'll find out shortly. I'm not sure which Yoshi's who, but I guess all of us collectively
I think actually I know.
are going to find out.
I think I know who the blue Yoshi was. I think it was Ian. Because Ian was the blue Yoshi on the
Really?
scooter.
Oh, my gosh. If
So
Ian
Ian-
made finals, that's huge.
Ian is the final pick in semifinal
I guess we'll
number
find out
1.
here shortly, though.
So-
I'm like very curious, very, very curious.
We'll be interested. Dave said he's not showing us the standings intentionally, so he's probably going to wait until the grand final so we can see who moved on.
No, I think he's gonna add up the scores and then show us at the end.
He is, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Like.
Yeah, I
in,
see.
like,
I see
a
some
minute.
people. I see some people cheering Ian in the chat.
Yeah, it looks like
Something
Ian
tell.
maybe
Yeah,
made
Ian,
it.
Sarkozy does confirm Ian
Yeah.
was the dark blue
LeBob
Yoshi,
is
so Ian
fucking-
gets in
freaking
to the
hype,
grand
yeah.
finals.
LeBob is freaking hype.
LeBob gets in. He was 5th, I saw. So
Yeah.
that's massive. Good job on those two for making it in.
All right.
I'm interested to see what the big upsets were.
I mean, I want to know too. Like, I'm trying to see if there's like names that came to mind did Linguine Bruh make it?
If it was a
in?
if it was a light blue Yoshi in the
I
top
think
6,
it was like
yes.
Blue Yoshi. I'm not really sure though.
King
'cause-
Elias made it. I saw them already.
Yeah, King
the
Elias
easy
got
one.
3rd, I think.
Well, we'll see here in a second once Dave gets us those graphics.
That are brought to you by New Game.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
new
a-
beat.
or New Blue.
New blue.
New B.
New blue. New beat.
I don't know. Anyways, look at them
Whatever.
right here.
New blue. I think.
It's Ant, Linguine, bruh, King of Lies, Vertex, LeBob, and Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Moving on to the finals.
And I have to feel it for Accident. Such
Oh,
a good
2
run.
points.
2 points
Oh.
out.
You gotta wonder if the DMBC pick actually mattered.
Yeah, because that was the inside drifter. King
It did.
Elias.
He's telling me, yeah, it did. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it did.
smiling. He looks a little sad.
I feel so
Yeah.
bad for Accident.
Frick.
Such a good performance. Can we give a round of applause to all of our racers here
In the semifinals
in the
so far,
semifinals,
yeah.
especially those eliminated,
Yeah, very
for
hard
doing such a great
work,
job,
for
getting
sure.
so far and coming so close.
Yep. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be taking a break because we're gonna have a change of casters. I'm
I think we're
guessing.
probably just going to be cycling right into the next one,
So,
as we
yep,
see
we
here
got
for semifinal.
Danny
This is-
Fathom.
we got Danny, we got Aerial Apostle, we got The Island, we got Jinja,
Mm-hmm.
we got Lemons Fox, we got Bonkers, we have Mankalore, we have Yoshimites, we have the Man DC, we have Terrastal Jade, and we have Shadow. in the second semifinal of the night.
Not thrilled to play this. I just want to be in finals. Hopefully.
Oh boy, this is definitely gonna be the difficult one of the two qualifiers.
No kidding. All right, I will then.
As we take a look at Linguini standing right in front of the camera.
Yep, there he goes. We'll wait. Got him. GG. You already got the bunny ears, dog. You lost. And there's Labob, looking very clearly thrilled that he's in finals. All right, I want to see the players. I want to see the players that are playing right now, not you.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Go away.
Yeah, please.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah. So I think. Well, I'm obviously hopping off, but we got.
Cozy Fog just lost to Linguine in a staring competition. That is very unfortunate.
But yeah, I think with that being said, me, Mankalor, and Ginja are all playing. So
yeah, you have to get prepared. So.
I do. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have to figure out who the heck's casting with me.
I know. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's not up to our.
It's Dave's decision, not mine.
Yeah. It's all up Dave's. I can maybe vouch, but
where did Nerd go?
That's a very good question.
Nerd, he's over here.
Oh, there he is. He's sitting by the table.
Yeah, hop on the desk.
Yo, Nerd.
Nerd, get up here. You want to cast?
All right.
He doesn't have a choice.
I'm going to see you on the racetrack.
Good luck, Danny. Welcome to the desk, Nerd.
Oh, well, let's do some casting.
Let's do some casting indeed for the semifinals.
Absolutely. This has been wild.
This has
Absolutely
been indeed wild. I've been thoroughly impressed by the amount of performance I've been seeing. And the amount of upsets, too.
There are definitely some
Accident
upsets.
coming 2 points away from making the grand finals.
I was
that's
surprised
insane.
to see Linguine in that very first round going and having to go to second chance.
Yeah, especially. We've been treated to a lot here at the PeoriaCon 2025 Mario Kart tournament. So but we're almost done. This and then the finals, and then we're done.
The finals, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, anything can happen in the finals.
There's going to be whatever it is. It's going to be absolutely intense.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's going to be intense no matter what happens. No.
Are they calling for Baby Park just for you?
I did just hear do Baby Park.
I thought
that's what I heard. I said no as a response, which is the correct response. And if anyone says otherwise, you're wrong.
I feel like every time it's brought up, we're just egging on the players to go ahead and choose it.
I mean, you're not mostly wrong, so. All right, looks like Robles getting ready to start in the lobby here, but this is really when everything's going to get intense, because now everything's on the line.
Right, yeah, this isn't the time to hold back. I mean, you still want to not go completely aggressive. You're trying to play a little safe to make that top 6. Yeah, but if it gets on the line and it's close, it's all out.
We definitely saw those safe moments in our last chance qualifier where players were intentionally not going for the aggressive play. They were sitting back. They were like, I need to be here. Let's just relax. Let's make sure I'm alive. Like, it's as simple as that sometimes. So.
Yeah, you get on that line, though, if you're sitting around 6, 7, 8, there's no safe plays. You do what you have to do to make it.
Yeah, make those risky plays if you need to, but don't go overly aggressive to do it.
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting. Getting everything pretty much set up here. I thankfully do not see any headphones plugged into the Switch. I only see them plugged in the monitor, which is good.
All right, what are we going to get?
All right, again, another 11-person lobby. 6 races. The top 6 after the 6 races move on to the grand finals, which will be a staggering 12 players. The first time we'll have 12 people on the stage at the same time. Okay, glad no one picked Baby Park.
That's what I'm waiting for. There's still 1 to go.
No, we only have 11. So.
Oh, 11, that's right.
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet. We have 12. Only next round. Looks like for our first race, we're going back to Athens. I'm starting to feel like it's common that we just keep going to Athens for the first race.
Now, Athens is going to be really exciting to watch. We've already seen it happen before. The distance between that last item set and to cross the line, so much can happen.
Yeah, the only way you can get an item set after that roundabout is in the shortcut. And that's a risky play to make if you don't have a boost item. So we'll see what everyone has as we spectate Danny Fathom here to start off here on Athens Dash as we head toward the ruins with the Stow of Humanities on your left.
Yeah, I expect to see him stay up front here for a little bit. I know he's going to be a big target, though. Everyone knows who the big runners are and who to try and hit out early.
I would like to make it clear to everybody on the table right now, but Danny Fathom is currently #1 on the USMK leaderboard. So if you want to take that #1 spot away, you got to stop this guy first. Currently, so far, an uneventful race for Danny Fathom. Can't say the same for the rest of the pack, but it looks like it's been pretty uneventful so far.
He's just doing a little time drawing right now to start it out.
Yeah, so far. They'll change eventually. The Island going for some red shell plays, gets hit by the fireball, but thankfully has double mushrooms to recover.
A little wide here.
He's going to be able to drift to save themselves, thankfully, so they probably just built up a mini turbo. But Danny's already built up so much of a lead that the first blue shell of the game has arrived. It doesn't look like Danny's going to have anything to dodge it here, so he's going to be suffering the brute force of that. But that opens up the field here as we enter into the final lap of Athens.
Got some people staying outside of the cut here.
Been pleasantly surprised by the lack of mayhem compared to our first semi. So we'll see if this keeps up. Jinja looking for a spot here in the top #1. He's chasing it down. The fireball's behind him, going to have to play it safe.
Yeah, this is an example where I think we're just going to see a safe play and have it second come out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that aggressive play. The Mandy C as well, trying to make their way back up into this conversation. Blue shell in play, over once again toward Danny Fathom, and I don't think he has anything to block it this time. Nope, only some money that he's going to be able to salvage, but Jinja's right on their bumper. Triple greens in the hand. Jinja is going to be taking the advantage. Danny Fathom just lets them by, and Jinja will take the first win of the day.
The safe play pays off.
Good safe play from Jinja, just holding on to those triple greens and keeping it contested. Or just keeping that lead contested throughout the race.
We only got a flash view of the mid-pack, but it looked like that's where everything was exploding for a minute.
Yeah, looks like it, but still, we'll have to see what happens as we go in. So that's one race down, 5 more to go, and then we have our finals. Take a look at the track selection here. We're seeing a very mixed with the track selection. You got DK Mountain, which is known for that infamous NISC, which if we go to that, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I've been actually waiting to see DK Mountain all day, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm surprised there have not been a lot of DK Mountainers.
It's not something I would want to play, but I would love to watch.
Well, unfortunately, we're still not going there. Instead, we're going to Mangalore's home turf, which is Twisted Mansion. Shout out to all the members of TM who will be watching anywhere, either on USMK or PlayEX GG.
The Twisted Mansion personally attacked me earlier.
So you don't have a good relationship with it. Got it. Keep that in mind.
We'll make up.
Yeah, you'll make up eventually. As a reminder from earlier in the qualifiers, this is the race that propelled Mangalore into this position to begin with. If it weren't for Twisted Mansion, Mangalore may have been eliminated or in the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, smart move to go ahead and back up there. You're sitting with 0 coins. No reason to just immediately front run on the track that has so many cuts.
Aerial Postal trying to hold their ground here with the inside drifter. Shadow in front of them was also trying to make it work, but unfortunately got dragged out. So we'll see. This inside drifter might be beneficiary here on these tight corners until you hit the drag from the island.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. No, this is a great track for inward, absolutely.
Andy C third. Looks like Danny Fathom once again in first place. Still holding on to that advantage. But there's the bomb from the Island, knocking Mandy C out. Island has been playing pretty passively aggressively. Like, he's never been going for the lead, but he also has never been really giving up this spot easily.
Yeah, I've been seeing him making a lot of great plays today.
Shadow, meanwhile, toward the middle of the pack. Triple Banana's going to be dragging out that pink Yoshi. Unfortunately, gets back. We'll take a look from there. Looks like we're currently spectating Jinja here on DK Mountain. Or that's probably not Jinja, actually, because there's 2 black Yoshis now, I'm noticing. We'll find out in a second. Oh, it is Jinja? Nice, thank you. See the fly up toward the mountain here on DK Mountain. There we go, we got V. We're good.
There we go, much better.
Looks like we might be back. Oh, we got audio at least. We're good. Looks like we're good. Hopefully. Refresh. Cool. I think we're back.
I think Ariel's actually smart if he stays back here for a little bit.
Yeah, Ariel's staying back here right now. But now we get to what I was talking about earlier, which was this infamous DK Mountain shortcut. Take this corner very tight, and you can just skip an entire half of the track.
Beautiful cut.
Beautiful hairpin for an inside drifter. Shadow showing their stuff here on DK Mountain. Danny Fathom currently in second. Trying to figure out who's on. That's the same guy who won that last race on Twisted Mansion. Spoiler alert, we missed Twisted Mansion. But Pod 5 did win the last race, so whoever's on Pod 5 is in a good position right now.
Danny's absolutely set up. He's got defense. He's ready for a blue.
Yeah, got defense, has the mushroom in hand in case a blue shell comes. The only thing that could hinder this is a lightning bolt. The only thing they hinted this is the lightning bolt.
I was going to is the curse coming?
Well, here comes the blue shell at least. So we got one half of the spectrum. We'll see if Danny's able to dodge. It might actually come on the hairpin turn. So
I'm
it's going to be
surprised he didn't cycle it.
And there's the lightning bolt. Right on cue. There you go. It came right on cue. Thank you, whoever had that lightning bolt.
Just barely hits Danny, so he gets that double tap.
Yeah, thankfully, he's able to keep navigating around. Just was able to reconfigure themselves, but gets squashed and dragged. Danny Fathom not having a good time here on DK Mountain. As we begin the final lap, Aerial Apostle in the front with the Inside Drifters. We're seeing the rise of the Inside Drifters on tracks that Inside Drifters don't work on.
I'm all for it. You know I'm all for it. I want to see an Inside up front taking it.
Aerial Apostle looking for a good finish here, trying to propel themselves in the finals. Jinja behind them, and I don't think that's Jinja.
By the way, if you didn't notice, Aerial has a wonderful item in his pocket up there hiding.
Yeah, he's got something good if he needs it. Gonna be trying to backspam the trying to backspam those green shells, and Aerial is pretty much set for the rest of the race. Nothing like a ghost in front. Oh, please tell me. Oh, they hit the super horn.
Very nice. And pulls the shroom.
No one expects the invisible super horn. Aerial Apostle with a clean win on DK Mountain.
That's for all the Inside Drifters out there.
All the Inside Drifters in the club celebrating after Aerial Apostle's clean performance on that track. But definitely a strong performance from Aerial Apostle.
Did that propel him into first, it looks like?
It did. He's currently first if I recall. So the Blue Yoshi of Aerial Apostle taking the lead after race number 3 at the halfway mark.
Yeah, it's really good to see Aerial in first. I've been fortunate enough to race against him multiple times. I've seen him at SMS a couple times here. He was here last year with us. Definitely a good racer. You'll see him playing a lot of different tournaments.
Getting ready to start race number 4 here. And we're seeing that track selection once again come into P. You're seeing some tracks that have seemed like multiple picks. We've seen Big Blue since the start of a Grand Prix, for example. Waiting to see what happens here. Water Coaster is going to be the next pick.
Aerial couldn't ask for anything better in this position.
All right, so we'll see what happens here on Water Park.
If Aerial can safely make it to that second set as an inside drift on this track, he should be able to hold himself very well up front.
We'll see. We'll see. We take the starting here. Already Aerial Apostle burning out at the start of the race. Not the ideal situation whatsoever. So we'll see. I don't think this definitely is not Jinja because this is pod number 5. Jinja's on pod number 4. So
got it.
Names are going to be a little bit off to start off here. We'll get them eventually.
Looks good up front though.
Yeah, good start so far for this player. Looks like Danny Fathom right behind him.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to cycle here, looking for something to dodge that blue. It tends to come. But
take a look here. Trying to. If you're seeing this on the same camera angle, it's because our producer Dave is trying to fix everything over in the back. Can we give a round of applause in the theater for Dave for helping produce everything?
Thank you, Dave.
Working through every technical difficulty he can to make sure we're having a good time. Danny Fathom falling back a little bit, got hit by that banana from first place.
Not in a bad position though with this item combination.
Yeah, definitely not in a bad position. Not going to be getting a lot of value. We'll be forcing out the player in pod 4, I believe. I don't know. I would have to look up. But the blue shell now coming. This could open up the opportunity.
Pod 7s have to be careful here. With
that's Jinja. Jinja Ninja taking over the lead here with that super horn hit, trying to negate the items. Now they lose that lead to themselves. Now is this Jinja? Okay, no, this is Menk. I know Menk's in the lead. Jinja now took the lead. Menk's the other black Yoshi in the bike.
Got it.
That's Menkalor. There we go. We got names. We're getting it sorted here. Now Menkalor in 4th, trying to keep their position under wraps. Looks like Jinja will take the lead away. Menk gets hit by the bomb. That's not ideal at all. Drops back to 6th. They were looking at a 4. Thankfully, only 2 positions lost at the end, but that could be 2 positions enough.
Yeah, when there's only a 7-point split in there, every single point matters. You don't want to lose those positions like that.
All right, so now with I think that's 4 races done. 2 races to go. we're almost there to getting our semifinals. We're almost done with our semifinals here.
There's some interesting track picks. I'm curious to see. There's a couple in particular that's a roll of the dice that I wouldn't mind seeing what happens with them.
Yeah, I think I see already one of those. You're talking about a roll of the dice.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to instead go to Boo Lake.
Very nice.
Not a commonly picked track. Boo Lake is usually not seen a lot of, impact.
This is a track I commonly refer to as NISC or lose. If you know the NISC, you're going to be up front running really well, but if you can't make it, that wide turn really hurts.
Yeah, that turn is difficult to make. There's also a small NISC on this track that I've seen some people take. It's a very risky NISC, but I'll highlight it if I see it at the end of the track, because you'll see the difference if it happens. Makeor starting off in 7th, single mushroom in hand, while Man DC in 4th, trying to catch back up to the field.
So this pack should stay pretty tight for a while. This isn't a track where you're going to see a lot of shocks. You don't see bagging very often on
Shadow. Well, Shadow's going to be bagging,
yeah,
looks like, no matter what.
That'll change the situation a little bit.
Jinja currently in 2nd. You're going to see that risky thing that Jinja did right there. So Jinja actually went on the side of the road. You see these bricks on the side of the road. If you hit the jump on the side of the road, it's actually faster than hitting the ramp because you jump lower in the air.
Yeah, you lose all that air time. It saves you a good chunk, but...
Terrasol Jade, unfortunately, losing a lot of time here, getting hit by everything in the kitchen sink. Danny Fathom back in 7th. They're going for a little bit of a bagging maneuver.
Yeah, that'll be a good push coming up.
Oh, here comes the blue shell. Jinja misses that little NISC. Is going to probably get hit by this blue shell, hopefully not being landed into the drink, thank goodness.
What Jinja's doing that's smart is when going for that rail strat, is taking it just a little too tight. So if the mistake happens, at least you're staying on the map.
Exactly. So you're not risking blue falling off the map. Mankalore currently in the, or no, that's Jinja, sorry. Jinja currently in the lead. There are 2 Black Yoshis, I keep forgetting. Jinja in the lead, but Ariel Apostle takes it away, going for the win. Can he keep himself safe for one final turn? The answer is yes. Ariel Apostle will take first place. Jinja secures 2nd. Mankalore secures the 3rd. Island falling all the way back to 7th. Gets a little potassium on the way to the finish line.
Yeah, Ariel's here to start making a statement, it looks like.
I see Greg in the chat saying that Jinja's name is Lemons. No. And I'm sorry for everyone's ears I just blew.
I have to think back now. There has been a lot of inside drift representation all day, including myself. I wonder how many are going into finals. I haven't kept track.
Yeah, well, we already know one. King of Lies has made it into the finals. So King of Lies is easily in the finals. That's at least one. I would assume Ariel Apostle, with how well they've been doing, as we're entering into the final race of the semifinals, I believe. I assume Ariel Apostle would also be in that conversation.
Absolutely.
The question is Shadow joining them? Because Shadow is the one that might not be making it to the grand finals. Well, we'll see as we head into Madrid Drive.
An absolutely wonderful track.
All right, we head in to the final race of the semifinals. Make some noise for the final semis.
Let's go.
One race left to determine who's going to the 12-player grand finals here at PeoriaCon. It's all on the marbles in Spain.
This is right what I was talking about earlier. If anybody's on the line, they are not holding back. We should be seeing maximum aggression coming out of a few people.
Lemons Fox already trying to make some aggression here in 2nd place with Mankalore right in front of him on a drag green. That drag green could make the difference, especially if Lemons Fox gets a little too close, but instead just goes to the wide angle, tries to avoid all the carnage.
Yeah, smart move to go wide. You're going to drop back a little bit, but pick up your coins. You can go back, get some stronger items. You make yourself right back up top.
Mankalore currently front-running, taking that NISC there with the boost that they had from their drift as they head into the museum. The Prado Museum, indeed. Mankalore taking that lead still and bringing it back to the start-finish line.
Ooh, I was just going to say, it's a very interesting decision to back there when you're at double defense with such a tight pack.
Second place has a red shell, so he's trying to snake out and try to get rid of him. It's Man DC currently up in the lead, dodging the fire. Mankalore taking back the lead with only that banana to spare as they head back toward Plaza Mayor. Oh, and Man DC gets crushed by the thwomp. Not ideal at all. Mankalore now running away with the lead.
We've seen Mankalor do this before, coming into a tight position and pulling out on the last race of a set. Is he going to do it again?
We saw it earlier when he was in his qualifier. He pulled out on Twisted Mansion, his Madrid drive, the next home for Mank. Jinja on his bumper. The Black Yoshis lead the charge as we approach the final lap.
And this is one of my favorite cuts in the game.
Jinja and Mank both drag greens, and Jinja will get dragged out.
Bomb
the bomb
going
out. Mankalor doesn't get hit. He is all safe to begin the final lap. It all comes down to this. Yoshimite in second, trying to make the advantage as they take the turn right over the Segovia Viaduct and has the perfect opportunity to take this lead away from Mankalor.
Now, is Yoshi going to play aggressive or safe is the real question.
How many points is Yoshi behind? The bomb comes out from Mank. Yoshi goes for the first red shell throw, gets the second, has a third and a fourth. Mankalor is in danger. The lightning strike comes out from Terrestrial Jade. It ruins the chance. Yoshimite just trying to catch up, but Mankalor is all but away from the rest of this pack. Mankalor gonna claim the victory here on Madrid. Yoshimite falling back to third. No, Mankalor fell back. Did Mankalor not finish? I don't think Mankalor got first.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Island got first.
That shock really helped Mankalor
Island got
out,
first.
Though.
Island gets
into
first,
place.
and that secures a tie for 6th between him and Shadow.
Oh, wow.
That first made the difference.
Yeah, that shock really helped Mankalor.
What time it is?
It's time for another tiebreaker here in the arena. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, indeed.
Now, you know there's a crowd favorite track for tiebreakers.
No, there isn't. It's random only. Thank you very much.
That doesn't mean there's not a favorite, of course. It's one of your favorite. Well, it's not really one of your favorite tracks.
Anyway, regardless of which, we've now reached the tiebreaker. 6th place tie between Shadow and the Island.
That's going to be a good matchup.
I think the biggest thing to keep in mind here is Shadow is an inside drifter player.
Yeah, the track could be really important here.
That random track could mean everything right now for Shadow's chances to make it to the grand finals.
Now I love 1v1s. I absolutely love it. Pure chaos. You're fighting with everything to make it.
Yeah, so it means a lot at the end of the day. I see people mentioning Baby Park. No.
Of course.
Why is everyone saying, "Are you sure"? My God, I hate some of y'all in the USMK chat. Drive me nuts. But still, what an amazing semifinal. It came down to the wire. I didn't even notice Mankalor got hit until the Island passed him. I cast or curse Mank. Well, at least I think Manx is still in the grand finals. No matter
Yes,
what.
I believe so.
He was top 6,
Yes, I believe so.
Or top 5 at least. So it all comes down to this. We'll hopefully begin that 1v1 setup shortly. Where's the Island?
We've got one of the two.
Yeah, we got the Island waiting in, but let's take a look at the standings while we're waiting for the tiebreaker. Jinja leading the lobby is a pretty big surprise. Aerial Apostle, Mankalor, Lemons Fox, and Danny Fathom currently confirmed. Unfortunately, the Man DC, Bonkers, Yoshimite, and Terrestrial Jade all eliminated. Which means, hey, you're sticking with me on the desk.
Oh, all right, we can hang out.
There you go. You get to stick with me on the desk.
Already looking at this and knowing the lineup from the first semifinals, we're in for some really good fun.
Yeah, this is going to be one heck of a race. We'll see if we'll see who's going to be able to advance. The Island on my right or Shadow on my left. And I see Danny comforting Shadow right now as I look to my left. Shadow's shaking their head. You can do it. I believe in you.
Little regional.
We'll take a look at the grand finals right now. Ant, Linguinibra, King of Lies, Vertex, Labob, Ian, Ginja, Aerial Apostle, Mankalor, Lemons Fox, and Danny Fathom are all locked in.
And one more to come. 2 will enter, 1 will leave.
2 will enter, 1 will leave. It's all determined on a random track selection.
I'm seeing a lot of discussion going on about what this track's going to be.
All right, random selection for both. The track to determine who is going over to the grand finals is Wario's Goldmine.
Oh, we've been seeing this all day long.
I feel like Linguine was, if you couldn't hear it on the mic, Linguine jumped up for joy when Wario's Goldmine was picked. Okay, that's why. Apparently he called the pick. Inside versus outside, Yoshi versus Birdo, Shadow versus the Island. One goes home, the other goes to finals.
And a perfect track for this matchup. It's neutral for an inside drift, so it's not going to hurt or really help in either way.
As both of them take the turns tight, both each have a coin to their hand. The Island getting that slipstream, trying to catch up and will take the lead away. Shadow still right on their bumper. Both players also getting a mushroom as well, so both having some sort of speed boost. They're running a time trial right now, it looks like, Nerd.
Yeah, Shadows will be able to grab these coins and do a little starvation. That's going to help.
It all comes down to the item selection. Island goes only for one item box and gets another mushroom. I feel like we're playing with mushrooms only at this point.
If they can keep the distance right, you can try and eliminate the ability to pull reds. But we'll see if we're going to run away with it. Hold on. Exactly how she's going to handle this.
I'm not going to lie, I think this is a very good track because this is a front runner heavy track. So this is a skill dependent track. It all depends on your driving. Shadow currently showing it well, but has to keep themselves contempt. You just need to perform to the level you can. Ooh. Island has something that could definitely change up the course of his battle. Goes for the bomb snipe. Shadow has to back up to avoid it. Still gets hit by the bomb. The Island now running away with the lead as they approach the final lap.
Shadow's really going to need to pull some strong items here to catch back up from that. And another hit on Shadow.
No, I think that's just the dip. The dip in the road. Triple mushrooms for Shadow. Final lap on Wario's Goldmine. It all comes down to this. The Island with a massive advantage to start the final lap. Can Shadow catch up in time? Red shell thrown by Shadow. Island lost his boomerang. Gets a banana instead. Gonna go for the double item box. Has one item of protection. Shadow gets quadruple mushrooms. That's not what Shadow needs.
In this moment.
Shadow needs something here. It all comes down to the final item box. Is the Island running away, or is Shadow going to be taking it? One red shell in the tank, but Island is already so far away. Protection in hand. The Island moves on to the grand finals.
The Island's been really impressive today.
Yeah, he's been a player that I've never really heard of up until today.
Yeah,
making a surprise appearance at the end of the day. But what a performance from the Island. What a performance from all of our competitors. Can we get a round of applause for all of our competitors in the semifinals? No matter where they place, they did make it all the way, but we have now finalized our grand finals roster with the Island now joining the ranks. The Island will compete in the grand finals alongside all the players currently listed here, thanks to our graphics from New Blue.
This is an absolute beast of a lineup.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. And the good news, but before we can get to the finals, we're going to be jumping to a quick break. But when we come back, you do not want to miss it. It is the grand finals here at PeoriaCon 2025. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.